Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel. My name is RedWolf416. Thank you for joining me tonight on this stream from the Skizzlecraft server, and happy Earth Day to everyone. Let's celebrate having an awesome planet, and let's keep it healthy and green. Hey, Trends, glad you could join me. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. So we are going to be taking a little bit of a break from all the terraforming we've been doing. We have a little bit of a problem that we need to address. The industrial area, well, the makeshift industrial area that I have here is getting a little bit out of hand. I just keep building more and more little farms, and I keep telling myself, oh, these are just temporary, so they're not really organized or anything like that. We need to plan out where those are going to go. So let's I keep hitting the wrong keys. I guess my fingers are misaligned. But let's look around over here, and I will show you some of the... Oh, that's exactly what we want, is for me to go into a sand hole. I want to show you some of the terraforming that I have been working on. I think I'm going to get my work boots on. Let's just come over here, and I will show you... Some of this has been off camera. We're slowly but surely building up the sand dune drifts. In my previous stream, I was working on laying out the netherrack here, and now I'm laying a bunch of sand and birchwood on top of it so that we can fill it in and make it look more natural than just netherrack. But all that stuff that I have over here, we have my makeshift tree farm, and we've got, what is this? We've got our warped stem farm, we've got our fungus farm over here, and we have our lava farm, we have our stone and cobblestone generator. We have this dripstone farm, which I have recently upgraded, and we've got the bamboo farm. All that stuff, I just don't like it being here. So we are going to be working on moving it to a new location. And let me see, I need to sleep. No, but I'm going to grab a bed so that we can head on over. I do have some cobblestone and some sand. I have some pale moss block and a bunch of bone meal, and we are going to be setting up a composting station where we're going, because we are going to be doing some flattening and then mining out with moss today. So we're going to be doing some moss mining. So let's come right on over here. I do have a 3x3 chunk grid laid out here. This is the area where I want to put my industrial area. So it's not huge, but if I extended it out too much further, I would have a lot of water to remove. I already am going to have a little bit of trouble with all of this water here. The other thing is I'm including a one chunk buffer with my border, so that when I eventually do build a border around my base, I have room to build that wall. Now we are going to be flattening out this hill. We're just basically going to be, I mean, I know it seems like, oh, great, Red, is that more terraforming? But yeah, we do need to flatten this out, and then we're going to fill in here, and then we'll start doing the digging down below the water level. It's like I'm not the only one who thought about sleeping. But the music we are listening to is Stream Beats by Harris Heller, and it is DMCA free music that can be found on Spotify. So give them a listen. This album is called Pulse. Yeah, let's see here. Let's get our composter set up here. I'll just figure out where I want to do it. Let's just put it right outside our area. And, oh, let's just go right here. Yes, I know this isn't the right tool. I can get it. I know I can. There we go. So there's our composter setup. We'll just go ahead and put our bone meal in here so we know where all our bone meal is going to be. And we just got to make sure that we don't compost all of this moss. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down my ender chest right here. And we will keep one moss block in reserve in case we accidentally do get rid of all of our moss in the composter. And then this is how we're going to be laying out the border of this. We're going to be doing cobble frame, so then we can divide it all with sand later, and then hopefully get our hands on some sponge. I don't have any with me right now, but I think it's time to start digging. We are going to need any and all of this red sand here, and I should probably set up a couple of chests for storing that as well. So let's just come on over here, and this will be our miscellaneous stuff, which I think I will go ahead and put some stuff in there right away. Let's get digging. I don't need the rockets on me, but let's just start from the top and work our way down. I hope everybody's having a good day today. So I will see how long I can last in this stream. As if you may remember from my previous stream, I was mentioning some problems that I've been having with soreness in my shoulder and my neck, and it's not gotten a whole lot better. I have gone to the chiropractor. You know, last week when I went to see my chiropractor and I was done, and I asked her, well, when do you want to see me next? She said, tomorrow. And I wasn't able to swing that with work. So I said, well, how about next week? And that was yesterday that I had that appointment, the next week appointment. And she was concerned that I have a bulging disc in my lower neck, which, if you don't know, a bulging disc is like one step shy of herniated. So it's basically the cartilage in between the vertebrae is getting a bit squished and getting a bit deformed, and that can cause problems. So she said, as soon as we were done with that appointment, she said, I need you to go and get x-rays. There was a good hospital around the corner. I was able to walk in and after a little bit get some x-rays. Took them back to my chiropractor same day, so I was out all day yesterday. Took him back, and she said, well, luckily she said that there wasn't a bulging disc, but another issue that I actually have going on that I've known about for a few years that I had forgotten about is some of my discs are slightly calcified. So they are hardening, which is no bueno. But based off of how long I've been putting up with that, it's not a dire situation. It's not progressing as far as we know, but my chiropractor wants to be sure that that is not getting worse, because she said that the calcification of the discs could be putting pressure on some nerves, because one of the things that I've been experiencing over the last week was occasional numbness in my left elbow and hand, and it's been getting worse, actually. Some of that might be because of years at a desk job and having bad posture, but it hasn't been great. In fact, my left thumb today has been numb most of the day, and some of the day my left knee was numb. So there is concern that I'm getting some pressure on a nerve, and that's causing some pain and some numbness. So I have more x-rays scheduled tomorrow. I gotta go back to the doctor, to the chiropractor, and also back to the hospital to get more x-rays of my full spine, make sure there's no calcification going on in the lower portions. So yay for that, but we're moving towards getting things sorted out. I wonder if I should drop off a few things in here that I'm not gonna need. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, we'll keep the sticks because they're going in here. Yeah, that'll give me a little bit more room. So that's the negative stuff that's been going on. But yeah. Oh, I do have one other bit of sad news. If you were watching this on YouTube, I had something tragic happen yesterday. I lost my first subscriber. I know, it's horrible. Can you believe it? I went from 45 subscribers down to 44. No, it's okay. I mean, it happens. I'm actually just playing around. I mean, I did lose a subscriber, but it doesn't matter. It happens. So, knew it was going to happen. But, you know, I'm grateful for all the subscribers that I do have. Y'all are awesome. As well as my followers here on Twitch. Thank you very much. You guys make this awesome and give me the reason to keep doing this. So, thank you very much for that. Just pick up all my bits that I've been leaving behind. I don't want the things to despawn. I guess it's okay if they do, but, you know, I've got access to all of this red sand. I might as well take advantage of it, since I don't have to go into the resource world to get it. So it's yeah, it's more digging today. We're gonna try and level this out, get down to the stone layer, then we can start mining it out with the moss. The cool thing about moss mining is that if you encounter ores, the moss doesn't take over the ores, and so it's a easy way to isolate ores and save them for later. Pick them up with a fortune pick or something. But we got to get down to where they are first. Yes, clearing is relaxing. I think the only thing that ever concerns me when I'm doing it on stream is it just turning into accidental ASMR. I mean, not like the accidental muting, which does happen, but oh, you know what I should do? I should set up my beacon. Come over here. Let's make this a little bit more efficient, shall we? That one. And I believe I'll have the range to cover all nine chunks. If I just start this right around in here. Yeah. Brain isn't working. 1, 2, 3... and one, and we'll take one of these. And I'm going to line this up with the grid. There we go. And we are in the center chunk. That's good. We'll start right in the middle here-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oh, we have another joiner. How many people do we have on the server tonight? Okay, there's 6 of us, including myself. Let's see. Let's clear this out a little bit. This is still part of my base claim area, so I'm allowed to do this. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, one more. Oh, we have a newcomer. Shanny Makes is new. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you could join. Yeah, the new names are joining like crazy. I'm losing track, honestly. I haven't even met most of them. Oh, I suppose I can turn off my grid. Y'all probably want to be able to see a little bit better. Oh, and if you missed it, the Hermitcraft Hermits had their charity stream this last weekend, I think it was. No, not this last weekend, the weekend before. And they raised $1.4 million for Gamers for Giving. So, brand new to Java, and I'm having trouble learning the controls. Sorry. All good. Yeah, I can type. Welcome to Skizzlecraft. Awesome. Love having new people here. Oh, what am I doing? I can just middle click that. Okay, we are going to get a full beacon so we can get full haste on this. I could possibly make it even bigger so we can get some jump boost, but I don't think we're going to need that. Maybe to get some speed. Yes, I already have a side quest on this little flattening and digging project that I've got going on here. And that one right there. And let's bring home the beacon. Alright, maybe, let's turn on the grid. Let's see how I space this out. I balanced it more over to the left. Maybe I will put in one more. I think I've got enough stuff for it. Let's see, is 44 enough? Am I getting distracted with beacons? Oh man, this is so much better. Yeah, let's go. Bop, 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 bop. As Impulse SV would say. Ah, need to get some more. Apparently it takes more than 44. Okay, now let's see. How many more beacons do we want? Let's just start with one for right now. And you know what? Let's do speed. Yeah, let's do a couple more. We're gonna get serious about this, just for kicks and giggles, since we've got them. And maybe we'll do jump boost. We want jump boost. Double jump boost, yeah. And then let's do one to where we can get regen here. Maybe we'll do that as resistance, just because we don't have our armor on and we may encounter some baddies, but I actually want regen on this. There we go. Get those little heart ripples going. Yeah. All right, now we can really move with this. Is a beacon a distraction or a requirement? That depends. I think it depends on what you're actually doing. I mean, if it's not necessary for a little project, then it is a distraction, but I think in this case it's a requirement. So no, it's not a side quest, it's a setup. Oh yeah, this is so much better. I think that everybody can agree that this is the way to do it. I'm gonna dig down on this line here so that I can see where it is. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep going way past. I may end up accidentally going past my boundary there, and I don't want to do that. We'll use this extra chunk buffer zone to blend in what we're doing. Is this my fortune? Yeah, this is my fortune. Well, that's okay if we use fortune, because it doesn't really matter for the terracotta. If we get to stone, I can always use more cobblestone. Now that I've got my stone and cobblestone generator, it's so easy to get stone that it's kind of like it's almost more problematic to have to get cobblestone unless I'm using my generator. Just because cobblestone gets used for so much. It gets used for furnaces. It gets used for pistons. It gets used for all kinds of redstone stuff. Now, the reason I made the pointed dripstone farm was because it's going to be used quite a bit in making paths around my... Ooh, this speed, I'm not used to it. It's going to be used quite a bit for making paths around my base. So I need quite a bit of dripstone, and you get dripstone by putting pointed dripstone in a 2x2 grid and crafting it. So I want to make it bigger, and that was kind of like the catalyst for me deciding it was time to plan out my industrial area, because I just don't have room over there to make my dripstone farm bigger than it currently is. It's not since I know that that area is temporary. I'm gonna have to lay down some more chests already. Okay, and then we'll come and collect these bits. That was my old corner right there. And now the new one is that netherrack right there. So with it moved over like that, that is what gives us the ability to actually have this industrial area over here. So yay for base expansion projects. And what kind of terracotta? This is orange terracotta. Okay. I was hoping it was just plain terracotta, but nope, it's orange. That's okay. We will use it. We are going to need it for the sandstone bluffs and plateau over at the rocket factory anyway, so this is a good time to be collecting it. Again, I don't have to go to the resource world to be able to find all this stuff. You can also see how a lot of my pyramid is hiding behind that slope there, and some of that terracotta mountaintop, whatever it's called, Badlands area. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do terraforming wise for that to blend it a little bit more, because I don't want that much of the pyramid hidden. I don't mind if some of it is kind of going into the mountainside, but I do want a little bit of it to show. I'm gonna drop off my iron here. Oh, no. Wrong button. Now we can pick up more. Haha, nice, Trends. Yeah, Voxy being able to see, like, I can see, Trenzler, I can see your square border right over there. I don't know if it's going to show up on Twitch, but it's right over there. And yeah, it looks pretty awesome. You know, like I've said before, I feel like Voxy both makes the world smaller because you can see much more, but also it makes it look so much bigger too, because you see something in the distance and you start flying towards it or traveling towards it, and it just takes forever to get there. And it's just, it's so cool using Voxy. Yeah, that's cool that you got it. Wait till I start filling the pyramid in, then it's just going to become this this massive point on the sky, on the skyline there. It's kind of funny. I grew up in the Pacific Northwest area. Yeah, objects in the mirror appear closer than they are. Totally. Yeah, I grew up in the Seattle area. GG. And one of the key features in anywhere in the Pacific Northwest is being able to see this massive mountain named Mount Rainier. And it is a dormant volcano. It's something like 14,410 feet, which, you know, if you already live at a high elevation, that might not seem like that's tall, but most of the Seattle area is at sea level. So when you're seeing that 14,400 feet of a mountain, you're seeing the whole thing. And, you know, it's got glaciers on it and stuff. Anyway, what was crazy about it was from where I live, it was a good 3-hour drive to get to it. So It's not a place you go to, like, it's a long day trip to go there. So, you know, driving around in the Seattle area, you see, I mean, when the weather is nice enough, when it's not raining, you see this mountain in the distance, and it's like, no matter where you go, it feels like no matter where you go, the thing is just always unreachable, so far away. So yeah, that's what my pyramid's going to be for you, Trends, is that you're going to be able to see this eyesore of a pyramid, and you're not going to be able to get away from it, and it's going to be too far away. Yeah, that's my goal. Just take over your skyline. Now, I don't know why I'm doing this already. It's that streamer brain. I get distracted. Of course, I'm kind of easily distracted anyway on a good day. Well, I hope the pyramid can be great. Yeah, at the rate that I'm going, if I get it finished, it will probably get finished the day before we reset the server for a new season. I hope not. I hope I can make some forward progress on it. It is going to be... So the plan is I'm trying to finish the tower that goes over the rocket factory before I really get into making the structure around the portal. After that, that's when the pyramid really gets underway. And the pyramid is going to be a long haul. Just because of both the exterior and interior. Like, I mean, it's so big. It's got that oasis, the coral lake in the center of it, and that's going to be like an oasis in the center of the pyramid. So that's going to help a lot with the interior design, having that already there. But I'm still going to be doing a lot of terraforming around the outside and even on the inside, and still trying to figure out exactly how I want everything to look in there. So it is going to be a heck of a project. But yeah, bases are never actually complete. They just reach a level of doneness that the maker can be satisfied with and or just gets bored with it. But yeah, the base is never complete. I do think in the next season, I do have an idea for the next season. I'm not going to completely share it here, but when we do reset to another season, I will say that I think I will be looking for some strictly ocean territory, and I don't think I will be doing the base expansion like I did this time. We'll keep it to the normal 21 by 21 chunks, and if I reach a point on that base where I am satisfied with its doneness, then I will fill out the form to request a second base claim, as opposed to just having a bigger one. One thing, the way the rules are working on the server, I don't know if they'll be the same in the next season, but all your counts... Hit the F1. I am no expert. We're not going to go into expert mode. The way it works is that you have a limit on how many hoppers you can use, how many entities you can have, how many mobs you can have, like villagers and stuff like that. So when you expand your base, that number does not change. You are still limited to the same restrictions. And they're good restrictions. I mean, they're good in that they are for a very good reason, so we don't cause a lot of lag on the server, but they're also good as in they're plenty generous. Like, it's something like 1,250 hoppers allowed. Anyway, when you get a base expansion like I did, going from 21 by 21 to 25 by 25, those numbers stay the same. That doesn't change. If you get a second plot, which again, it all depends on the rules of the next season. They could be completely different next year or next season, which we're not even talking about next season yet, honestly. But The rules could be completely different, so we'll see. But if they're at all like this season's, then when you do get a second base claim, if you're allowed to, then those numbers apply for the second claim, if that makes sense. Like 1,250 hoppers that you had in your first claim, you also get 1,250 in your second claim. So that's cool. So that's probably what I would end up doing next season. I have a feeling we're going to be typing a lot of GGs today, with Shani being new here and getting all the gear, getting suited up and getting welcomed in here. But that is okay. Right, I'm surprised we are not getting down to stone yet, honestly. It's easy to start just zoning out when you're doing this kind of mining. Also got to keep an eye on my... in fact, I'm going to switch to my Silk Touch. Since I am in terracotta, and it doesn't matter which one, I want to save the fortune pick for when I get down to stone. We may have to go visit the Ender during this stream with the rate that I'm going through these picks, especially with that beacon. Now, me choosing to do this as 3x3 for this industrial area was determined by long and careful lack of thought. Honestly, there's no reason. It was, hey, 3 sounds like a good number. Maybe I will extend it to 4x4. I'm not sure. That all depends on how I build my farms and stuff. I do want to take advantage of vertical space in my industrial area, though. I don't want it to all just be on one level. So that's why I'm not making it massive in X and Z. We're going to take advantage of the Y space. Have different floors in here. One thing I got to look up is there a way to make an automated... what am I trying to say? An automated mud farm. You have bottles of enchanting over the base if you'd like some. Oh yeah, RT Casino, yeah. Thank you. I might have some bottles of enchanting somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I might. I'll see. Sometimes it's good to get a visual break from what I'm doing and go over to the Ender. But I appreciate the offer. Trends has given me so much stuff since he joined and became my neighbor, and I feel kind of bad because, you know, it's like I've given him a couple of shoulders of sand, which is not a big deal to dig out sand. I mean, with all the stuff that he's given me, of course I haven't done a whole lot of resource gathering or winning big at the casino like he has. Holy cow. I haven't even checked out the casino, honestly. Maybe that can be the next stream. It can be like casino time and hanging out with other hupsters or something. Oh yeah, the screams of the Enderman. Yeah, I have them turned almost completely off. Yeah, yeah, I can't do that. They're so loud. That, and whenever you break not end portal, a nether portal. Holy cow. That is so loud. Ooh. Forgot about how tall my jump is. Yeah, we are getting lots and lots of terracotta in this. Yeah, with this jump boost, I almost don't need any rockets right now. RT is probably tired of refilling. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's a prison of his own making, though, if you ask me. Yeah, I haven't used terracotta that much either. It was kind of born out of necessity. This was like the base claim that I chose. So, you know, now I gotta use it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this much orange terracotta. I might give some of it away. It'd be funny to just like give somebody a shulker of glazed orange terracotta. It's not the worst glazed terracotta, honestly. Yoink. Nice, man. Shani is just speed running now. Alright. Get off this sand. We are almost to sea level. I wonder if once we hit sea level, are we finally going to hit stone? Oh man, what I wouldn't give to have invisible beacon beams. I would have beacons all over my base. I think the beacon beams are, well, ugly, to be honest. I mean, they're good. One or two are good if you want like a central landmark, but I don't know. I want to have beacons covering the whole base, and they just become an eyesore when there's that many of them. We are almost there. This layer and one more and we'll be at sea level. I did honestly think I would have hit stone by now. I'm kind of surprised. Apparently, I don't understand how terracotta mountains are generated in Minecraft. Apparently, they are just solid terracotta all the way through. Or at least low ones like this. What biome are we in? We are... oh, gosh. Wooded Badlands. All right. Sorry, that took me a minute. I don't know what happened. A few updates ago, my F3 screen completely changed, and I don't know how to find anything on it anymore. What I do need to do is start throwing down some torches, perhaps. Maybe. But I am just going to mine them up anyway. Yeah, that's good. We'll dump this stuff off now. Let's see here. Let's go like this. Go. That's a little better. Oh yeah. Can you imagine how tedious this would be without the beacons? Yeah, I think I heard about that. The F3 plus F6 to set up the screen. I haven't played around with it too much, to be honest. What I really want, I don't know if you've watched Tango Tech, but he keeps his coordinates. So you know how I've got this, we've got this here. I can have this up, but I feel like that covers too much of the screen. Let me turn that back off. I don't need it when I'm in base. I really only use that when I'm like going in the resource world and stuff like that. But Tango has his stuff appearing in the far upper left corner, really small, almost like the F3 screen, but it's permanently up. Just white text and small. He's got his X, Y, and Z, or Z, if you're from the other side of the pond. He's got his X, Y, and Z coordinates up there and biome, and it is very small, and it makes it very unobtrusive, and it's fantastic. I want something like that. That mini HUD, it might be. Might be. It's one of those things where I'd love to put in the time to learn some more of just the little details like that. Like, I've been wanting to get my VODs looking better from Twitch. And as far as I know, I've got my settings as good as they're going to get right now. And they're still just That's an official term. They're just coming off of the VOD downloads. And so I've been thinking, well, maybe I can just use OBS to record what I'm streaming as well. And I was mentioning this in the last stream or a couple streams ago that when I tried that one time, all my audio channels were mixed together and I didn't have a way of separating them out. So if something was too loud when I was putting it on YouTube later, I couldn't fix it. And if I'm going to be recording something at a higher quality so my VODs look better, then I want to have a little bit of control over how things are going to look. Just a little bit. I don't want to put a lot of time into post-production of my VODs or anything like that, but just enough. So I got to look into that more, but, you know, having a full-time day job, family, and all that, basically any time that gets dedicated to Minecraft and YouTube and Twitch is all just doing the streams and recording clips for the videos. So it is what it is. I'll learn it eventually. We're finally at sea level. Awesome. How big is this puddle? It's deep. It's not a puddle. Ugh, that'll be a pain. Definitely got to get me some sponges or something. Okay. About time to drop off some more stuff. Oh man, need even more. Finally getting some other colors of terracotta. Ooh, we're keeping it interesting. Not really. Sleep. There we go. Let's at least light up our little campground here. So, I wonder if anybody knows if there's a way to make an automated mud farm. I thought there was something where it was like... Oh, what is it? You have to make clay, dry out the clay. No, I don't remember what it is. Did it have to do with rooted earth? That will have to be for checking YouTube University, trying to figure out if there's a way to do an automated mud farm. It might just be something as simple as like constantly placing dirt and soaking it with a water bottle, but I want it to be automatically making mud while I'm just AFK, not having to actually do anything. Still no stone. Okay. Well, we did a lot of clearing already, so that's good. But I was really hoping I was going to get stone in here. Let's change gears a little bit and make a little bit of a border here so we can see what's going on. Put that in there. Hit the right button. There we go. Okay. Let's pick this back up, just in case. You can go back in there. Now, as far as moss doesn't convert cobble. Oh, please don't tell me it converts. Does it convert? Does it convert terracotta? If it does, I can't tell if I'm going to be mad or if I'm going to be really happy. No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, that's okay. Now we know. Come on. And we are going to be saving the moss carpets that we get too, because I've been using them in the nether tunnel. Since we don't have fire tick turned on, the pale moss carpet, which normally would be able to burn, does not. Oh yeah, I was going to get border materials. And maybe we'll just use red sand for the dividers, because that's how much regular sand I have. And that's how much red sand I now have. Oh, you don't belong there. There we go. Let's just... Well, that's inside the industrial district. Let's change that. Let's dig out by one more. We're going to encroach on that buffer zone just a little bit. I want the border to be on the outside. Come on, find the right angle. There we go. Oh, nope. Yeah. All right. There we go. Had to find the right angle. If I can do this without getting suffocated. Speed mining. Duh. Oh, I gotta get up there. Come on. Come on. Yeah, it is almost time to repair some tools. And yeah, we're gonna clear this line. And maybe we'll see about filling that back in. There we go. Now we have places. Oh, hold on. Missed some. Now we have places where we can put in our border stone. Pick up all our bits and bobs. Now we can make our border. And I'm only going to make this like 1 block high, just so I've got this visual cue of this is where the border is. I'm running too fast. I'm not used to this. There we go. This is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. We're going to start dunking ourselves in the water here real soon. Question is, do we have enough to make it? And I don't think we do, because 3 times 16 is 48. Oh, there we go. Let's eat a little bit more. These have that strider. They do. Thank you, Trends, for the work boots. More. I do have more. I have enough. Awesome. All right. So that's our border. Question is, how deep are we going to have to go to get to stone? This might have been a bad place for me to actually decide to put an industrial area, because, or at least to do moss mining, because holy cow, we're going to get all kinds of terracotta out of this. All right, and let's just start going along with the sandy bits. Give me that back. Good night. Good to see you, Lavender. Well, see, sort of. Okay, what we need to do, we need to come up with a different way of doing this. This is going to get tedious. GG. Let's go deposit our cobblestone and... Oh, I've got lots of cobblestone. All right. Get a bit more of this stuff. And... Oh, it's almost bedtime too, isn't it? I'm sure this is enthralling visuals for those of you watching. This is where it's going to be a hassle. Right here. Dropping sand down there. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. What I should do is I should get my helmet that has aqua affinity on it. May not look great for any replays, but this will help me stay underwater a little bit longer. Well, Trends, I'm glad that you enjoy this. That makes at least one, so I appreciate it. And it's awesome to have you sticking around so long this time. I'm glad that you are at the point where you're able to do that. I appreciate it. Definitely not expected, but always appreciated. Apparently, this corner is just out of the range of the beacon. I thought it would reach. All right, we're gonna do something different here. Go like that. That'll give us 3 places where we can do this. All right, let's jump up here. Come on. Oh, that's right. I don't have the beacon. Now? Now? Am I close enough? No? Ah. All right. This will make this a little bit easier doing it this way. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Hooray for efficiency. There we go. All right, and we will do this in 2s. We'll go this one and this one. Actually, we could probably do it in 3s. There. It's a little better. Now we'll get this done quickly. Oh, I am overhanging the edge just a little bit. Now we can just dig those down and put our cobble back in place. Hey, get back here. And you. Okay. Let's do the next 3. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Our album is probably going to be ending real soon, so I will have to pause to get another album going. I will be sure to let you know when I'm doing that. Okay, and next one's... So the reason I'm doing this wall through the water here is that I want to bring in some sponge blocks. Not SpongeBob's, but sponge block. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here, actually. And I want to be able to soak up all the water. And so to do that, it helps to make like a 4x4 grid. 4x4 or 5x5. I think I can do 5x5 with the sponge. 5x5 pockets of water. And so I need these walls set up. I'm going to do some dividers in here too. And we'll just need a couple more right there. Okay, the border walls are done. And then we need to do 5x5, I think is what it is. It might be a little dicey with 5x5. It might be better if we did 4x4. So every fifth one. Let's just see. I mean, some of these, like we may not even start doing the sponge till we get to like, I don't know, right here. Well, we'll go from the other side, honestly, and we'll see what it's like from over there. Oh my gosh. Come on. I don't have the jump boost when I'm out this far. I've got speed and efficiency, but no jump. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, it wouldn't be a stream without counting with red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be good. Okay, that'll be our divider markers, and then we'll come around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll have to figure out what we're doing for that center hole there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's good right there. We can just do that. And we can just clear that out ourselves, like using more sand or something like that. Honestly, I probably should have put cobblestone down here because I still got to have a way of holding the water at bay. We may do stone. I don't know. We may decorate it. I haven't gotten that far in my planning. So for now, it's sand. I did the sand because it's easy to drop down in there. Yeah. We'll just go ahead and grab 9 stacks. And we're just going to fill this one in. We're going to fill the other one in over there. And then I will start making my divider walls. Let's come over to this one. We may have to just make some divider walls through here. I don't know. We're going to do a divider there. And then we just start filling all of this in. Not really much point in using sponge in a really shallow area like this, because it still can only do like the 5x5. You're not going to be clearing out a whole lot of water if you do that. Okay. Hooray for aqua affinity and respiration. And it's time to go sleep. Trends, I just saw your note about sponge. I'll tell you what. If I can borrow sponge, if I lose any, I will repay you with either a diamond per sponge or I don't know, like a shulker of sand for every sponge block that I lose. How about that? And I don't need it today. I don't think I'll be getting to using it today. Yeah. You know, the albums by Harris Heller are usually an hour long. And we're at an hour 10 plus the couple minute intro that I had. I wonder if it automatically moved to another album. I'm gonna check really quick. No, it did not, but we are on the last song. Oh, you won the sponge. Oh. I did it again. Ah, there we go. Ah, give me that torch back. Apparently jump boost doesn't quite work when you're coming out of the water. Oh, I missed some sand. Okay, let's start from this side now. Well, I was really hoping that we were going to get to do some moss mining tonight, but this terracotta went a lot deeper than I thought it would. Let me get another album going really quick here. That was Pulse we were listening to. We are going to be switching to... Oh, let's see here. Let's do Midnight. I feel like I've done that one a lot, though. What I need to do is I need to make a playlist for myself that is my stream tunes. Has the exact length that I like keep my streams to thereabouts, maybe a little bit extra. And then just always play that. Mud! Mud is our neighbor, if you didn't know that. Oh, ah. Oh, no. Now I'm, Pardon the rude sound. I'm mad at myself. You see that square there? That's Mud Angel right over there. He made a wonderful replica of Petra in Jordan. So, yeah. If you're on the server, go check it out. Okay, and then right there, yeah. Oh, good. It's just close enough to where we can reach all the way across without having to do more swimming. Huzzah! Oh, I'm getting tired of placing sand. I have to do a little bit more digging after this. Oh, there we go. Holes like this, I am probably just going to fill in really quick. No need to use sponge on that. More when it gets down to the deeper waters. This stuff digs out so fast with the beacons that it really... it's okay. Alright, that's there. Now let's do over here. What are we doing on our... Okay, we've got another stack and 2/3. Hopefully that's enough to get through this line. I don't know if it will be enough. Yep, I see that block of sand drifting off there. I'll grab it. We might just make it with this. I don't know. Might have to get a little bit more here in just a minute. Especially filling this in. Okay. Yeah, I think I can leave that for the spongification. Let's huh. Just not sure what to do about this. Let's count out a couple more rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably don't need that one there. We're gonna be doing this one, that one, and that. Yeah, this could get interesting. Let's go get more wonderful sand. Who knows? We might need this much. It's a pretty deep hole there. Not only that, but we're gonna have to swim down there and get the undercuts that are in there as well. Right? Yep, I'm on the right line. Come over here to this one. Follow this. It's almost bedtime again. It's almost bedtime in real life, too. Alright, let's go sleep. Wreck some dry bushes while we're at it. Haha! And then we need to divide this one. That's a long one there. Or a deep one, I should say. Okay, now we need to worry about undercuts down here, like this. That's not good. In fact, I gotta see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. So that's good that we have that there. Hopefully I don't have any drowns sneaking up on me. I'm not exactly well armored. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's okay if that's there. 4, yeah. That's an okay amount. Is that an undercut? Nope. That's just brown terracotta. Alright. Come up and get some air back. Let's go down here, and there is an undercut right here. So this is kind of stuff I was talking about. And I gotta make sure that I don't accidentally seal myself in here too. That would be bad. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're okay with this one, not that one. Okay. And we want this cover. Otherwise, that will not get picked up by the sponge. Right, so that's good. We got one, well, no, 2. Yeah, we got 2 quadrants left here. We're gonna leave this one open for right now. We gotta figure out where this one is going. So let's turn on the coordinates HUD. And we need this to be at 3240. Where we need our wall. Yeah, right here. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Let's grab that really quick and get out of here. There we go. Oh, that was close. And back at it. I think we should start from this side now. Before we seal ourselves in. And you know what? If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. It's okay. Let's go get some more air. And where are we? We want this right here too. Hey, that's pretty good. I think that that'll just about do it. Like, we could maybe seal off a... Yeah, we need to seal off this. And we need to go get more air. There we go. There. That will probably do it for dividing stuff off to get it ready for sponges. I can put some of this sand back. All right. Not bad, not bad. However, I don't know that I have too much left in me for tonight. Beyond this, let's fly up and take a look at this from a distance. I mean, that's a pretty good size industrial area. We are going to have to figure out in a very short span how to get this to blend. But you know, what we'll probably end up doing as part of the industrial area, we'll probably have some form of structure or structures here. And so we'll figure out the blending of the terrain at a later time once we've got those set up. We'll have to go borrow some sponge from Trenzalore later time. I will probably talk to him on Discord or something like that, or just ask him to drop it in my mailbox or something, or over here at my portal. Either way is fine. But yeah, we made good progress on cutting out all of this. And I'm looking forward to getting down to where we can actually do some moss mining. Kind of bummed that we didn't this time, but it is what it is. Let's see, where am I? I'm all discombobulated now. I'm on my silk one. All right, let's get a couple of our tools back that we're gonna need. And I think we need to make a quick trip to the Ender. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Trends. That's awesome. I greatly appreciate it. Tell you what, with all this terracotta, if you decide you want some orange terracotta, you can have it. Say hi to Saphira. There we go. We are almost there. Oh, just couldn't quite clear the step. Yeah, Trans, this whole base claim of mine, I've never done like desert builds or anything like that. So this whole thing has been just this new territory for me, trying to figure out what kind of blocks I could use and get them to work. Let's see. I don't need a bunch of ender pearls. Logging up my inventory. Yeah, that's a good volume for the Enderman. I don't need them any louder than that. Get them a little angry at me so I can get them closer. We're almost there on this pick. There we go. And what do we got? We don't need to worry about the axe. We'll just worry about the pickaxe and we'll be done. Alright, that should be good. Oh, fine, we'll do the axe. There. And time to flush the system. Bye-bye. And with that, I think I need to call it a night. Thank you very much for watching, Translord. Thank you so much for being here through the whole thing. You are awesome. It was great chatting with you. If you're watching this at a later date on YouTube, thank you very much. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Bye.